Okay. So yesterday we have discussed about the Nexus data center, like the input-output modules, line card, and the chassis, and the supervisor engine and fabric. So today we are going to be discuss about the line card and the chassis. Chassis is the complete blank box, and this is the supervisor engine. This is the brain of the switch, and the fabric module is the back plane. We will get the throughput. So yesterday we have discussed. So today we are going to be discuss about the modules. Okay, I'm share my screen. Okay, and let me where is my pen? Okay, no, this is not pen. Oh, why it is not showing completed? Just give me a minute. Okay, so what here? The supervisor engine is the control plane and the management functions. So there are the three modules. Supervisor engine 1 and 2 and 2E. And there is a, what is the difference between 2 and 2E? So there is a some one, we got the dual core in the first, in the supervisor engine, if you are talking about, and we got a 8 GB RAM, I believe. Yes, 8 GB RAM. And all are the things are same, like this is the LED status, and here is the auxiliary port. Here is the, we can see the status of the modules, what is the LED status, and then console port where you can configure the switch, and these are the management port where you can assign a one management IP, then you can SSH or telnet. And this is the one more features here is the CMP port, CMP Ethernet port. This is the port only are Cisco given in the soup one. And this is the like for this, if you are talking about the CMP, in the CMP we got a individual, we can say a CPU or RAM. If suppose your for supervisor have the individual like the RAM or 8 GB RAM or the dual core processor, but for CMP port is the another management port in case your complete supervisor got hang. So you have your individual another port where which you can log in, and then you can troubleshoot your other like line card or the supervisor engine. But they have include this feature only for the soup one, but then 2 and 2E they have not included. So these are the three models for the supervisor engine: supervisor engine 1, module 2, and 2E. And if you are talking about the what is the difference, the difference simply not more than only 8 GB RAM, dual core processor in the supervisor engine 1. And then if we are talking about 2, we got a 1 quad processor, and in the 2E we got a 2 quad processor. And if we are talking about the RAM, 8 GB RAM, 12 GB RAM, or 32 GB RAM. And this is the speed of the processor: 1.66, 2.13, and 2.13 gigahertz. The rest all are the same. Like a CMP port is supported, as I told. Where is my pen? Don't know. Let me try. What is the color? Okay. 8 GB RAM, 12 GB RAM, and 32. As I told you, CMP port only. Oh, okay. And 12 GB, CMP port only in the soup one, and there is no supported for the 2 and 2E. And these are the only for the external card, which is not need to be discussed. And if you have to check for the 2E supervisor engine look like this, and there is no CMP port here, you can check. And what is the injector button in the 2E? And this is the management port. This is the LED status, power management LED, and the active or standby LED. If your supervisor engine, like if we have a all the modules which we have discussed yesterday: 7004, 7009, 7010, or 7018. In that we have two modules in each for supervisor. So if you are like insert 2, so which one is the active or which one is the standby? You can see the status here. And the system LED status and the board LED status. And these are the USB port. If you are going to be upgrade your supervisor engine with the new version, iOS version, then if you want to be USB, you can take the USB. Like in the in our company, like if we are going to be upgrade first, what we have to be put the iOS image in the one of the drive, and then we have to be give the boot like copy and the flash memory, and then flash we have to be give the path one of the drive. So here if you want to be upgrade the your iOS with the help of USB, you can upgrade your iOS with the help of USB also. So this is the 2E, and the 2E also the processor. Yes, this is the processor type. The number of 2 quad processor, 2.113 gigahertz, 32 GB RAM, NVRAM, CMP port not supported. This is the 2 supervisor engine. Just give me a minute. My white is not coming to completely. Wait. Slide so continue from no. Okay. Yes. There is some mistake from the okay. So in the 2 and 2 look like this same, only CMP port is not there. So in the supervisor, this is the brain of the computer for the switch for the Nexus. And if you need any help, okay. Can we continue with the line card? Mohammed, Manoj?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So Manoj bhai, so in the we have the series of the line card of the F1, F2, F3, M1, M2, M3. These are the series. So these are the two family basically, M family or F family. And in the F family or M family, this is the one difference. F1, we have the some of the cards look like this. And this is the models. Like if you are check in the N7K, N7K, Nexus 7K. M1 card. M1, this is the models like M1. 32 means 32 ports. X means in the 10 gig port. So for the F1, same F1 port and 32, this is the F1 is the model of the card. N7K Nexus 7K. F1 models 32 port and X is the 10 gig. And if you are check, just give me a minute. So these are the models and F1, F2, F2E, F3, M1, M2, M3. And what are the support? If you are check F1 is only for the L2, basic L2. It is not the support by the L3. L3 features, there is no routing protocol will be support by the F3, F1. And fabric path is the advanced, so it is support because this is the L2. FCOE, yeah, support VXLAN is the advanced, so it is not supported by the F1. OTV not supported by the F1. MPLS is the L3 protocol, so not supported by the F1. And fax also. Fax like extension for the switch like 2K. If you are talking about the 2K or so it is not supported by the F1. For F2 is the L2 basic, L3 L2 plus L3 basic. So it is supported by the L2 features, L3 features, and F3 also fabric path also, but it is not supported by the VXLAN, OTV, or MPLS. And there is no more difference. It is the same, only some like RAM or the processor are higher. If you are talking about the only the speed is the 2 and 2E. Rest all the things are supported by the like F2 is also okay. It is same supported by the same protocols supported by the F2E. So these are the chart which you have to be note down, and this is the features. Like these are the models, and in this model we got the multiple cards, not the one like some 1 gig port, some 10 gig port, as you can see here. M1, 32, XP, and there are the lot of modules for the, but basically F and M, there are the two family in the line card where you can going to be connect your server, host, printers, and rest all the things in the line card we are going to be insert. Okay. And this is the, yeah. Okay. Some line card are come into the group. And in the groups, and suppose 2 ports group, 4 ports group, or 10 ports group. Do we have a pen? Okay. Two ports group or four ports group. If you have a four ports group, like so it will be on even or odd number. So if you are purchasing any of the card and that card are only supported by the groups. If it is the individual, so that no problem. But if you have purchased any card and that support by the groups, so it will be come with the four ports, two ports, 8 port. It's totally up to you. Okay, if suppose you have purchased four ports, which can support. So it will become into the odd and even 1, 3, 5, 7, and the another series will become 2, 4, 6, and then 8. And there are the two mode. One is the shared mode, and second one will come in the dedicated mode. And shared mode is the default mode. But if you want to be convert into the dedicated, there is a one command, rate mode dedicated, and then you have to be entered, and then you will become to the dedicated. And what is the difference? If you this is the all port like 9, 11, 13, and 15. All are the port are in the same group. And if you have connect your server, so you will get only one speed, 10 gig. Not like if no like this is the 10, this is the 10. You will not get the 40 gig. You will get only 10 gig speed. And what is the difference between shared and dedicated? In the dedicated, if you have converted, move your like mode from shared to the dedicated, then 9, then 11, then 13, and then 15. These are the four port. But at a time, one card is the active, and then rest all three port will be in the disable mode. So there is no point because we have the four port group, but we are using only one. Rest all three are in the disable. So better is the shared mode because at a time all four are in enabled. And this is the default mode. And this is the like optional. Some ports are in the 8 port group, some port are in the 2 port groups. So totally when we are going to be purchased, we have to be check the data sheet, then we have to be give the order. So now
Yes,
we
okay.
are
I have a question also, right? That
yes.
if in the shared mode goes like 9, 11, and 13, 15 ports
Hmm.
are going in only one speed, right? 10 gig.
Right, 10 gigs, yes.
Like in dedicated mode, if the three ports are disabled and only one port is like we can access, so it is going via 10 gig itself, right?
Right, but in that case, only 3 port are in the disable mode. If this port
Disable,
will, yeah, if this port will go faulty, then it will be automatically one of the port will be enabled.
enabled. Okay.
But here, all the 4 port are in the enable, and there then one port like we will get the speed only 10 gig. But this is the that is the case when you are going to be purchase the line card in the which is support the groups. If you have purchased the any of the card and which is support only individual, then there is no need to be configured for the shared or the dedicated. This
Okay.
these are the things when you are going to be purchase any card of the which is support the group. And in this
Okay.
these are the models like M1 and the FF. These are the two family. M1 is the advanced. This is the basically for L3. F1 is basically L2. And some cases it support the like 2E. Some of the modules are support the L3 also. F3. F3 is support by the L3. This is the complete. F3 is the advanced. It is support all the L2 plus L3. And how will you get to know? Okay, this is the my N7K. Okay, M1 is the my card model number. Okay, M1 32 port, same M1 card 088 port only. X 10 gig. This is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 port only. Here we are getting the 32 port. 32 port here. Here we are getting 48 port. TCS Balaji money. Okay. Okay, clear. This is the line card, and this is the supervisor engine. Supervisor engine is the brain, and apart from we need some like in the chassis 7K chassis we have to be insert our supervisor engine. Then we have, and if suppose we have a one model 7010, and we are got two port for the 5 or 6 slot, we will use for the supervisor. Okay. And 1 to 4 we will use for the line card, where we are going to be insert our server, host, or all the things. Now we are going to be discuss fabric modules. What is the fabric modules? Fabric modules are like a backplane of the Nexus switch. When all the line card supervisor are insert to the Nexus chassis, then all the line card and the supervisor are connected to each other via the fabric modules. And all the traffic will be like pass through the fabric modules. And there are the two modules, fabric 1 and the fabric 2, and these are the models supported by the like 7010, 7018, supported by the only fabric 1, and for the fabric 2 it's supported by the 9, 10, or 18. Okay. And in the 7G, if we are talking about the 7006, and these are the supported by the fabric 2. And in the 7K, if we are talking about, we can connect maximum 5 fabric, and we can get the throughput, which we will going to be discussed in the next slide. But for now, you just need to be understand, okay, if we will connect one, we will get the low throughput. If we will connect two, then we will get a little better. If we will connect all 5, then we will get the more and more throughput. Here is the example. If suppose we have a one of the switch, and we have the like, we are going to be discussed, this is the like trace. If suppose this is the my one line card, and in the line card we have the 5 fabric, maximum 5 fabric, which I'm going to be installed. So there are the 2 trays in each to the all the 5 fabric. And from the one supervisor engine, suppose I have the 2 supervisor engine, from one supervisor engine we will get the 1 trace. And you can get to know the speed in a one trace. If you are using fabric 2, then you will get the speed 55 GB. And if you are using fabric 1, then you will get the speed 23 GB. This is the only difference from the one trace. One trace 23 this, 23 this, if you are using fabric 1. Now I'm going to be, I have made this slide. Now let me give you the example. Excel, let me take on Excel. Okay. If suppose you are taking the 7010 model, 7010. In the 7010, Manoj Mohammed, how many LAN card we can connect?
8 LAN cards you can connect.
8 line card. 8 line card. Okay, 8 line card. And in a 8 line card, and how many trays in each? 2 trays, right?
Yeah.
2 trays. So here by modules, and this is the PPT which I have attached for the 7010. This is the model. So I have the one modules, and one fabric modules are 2 trays, right? So one modules, I have the 5 fabric. I am using the complete 5. So one modules and 2, 5 fabric. So how many trays? 10,
10.
right? If I have the 8 in the 7010, how many line card we can connect? 8. So 8, and I am using all 5. So how many complete? 80. Because if
80.
you will, in a simple language, I have the one line card and 5 fabric. If suppose I have the, so how many trays? In a one line card, we can get the 10 trays, right? And if I have the 8 line card, so I will get the 80. If I
80.
have a, suppose I'm using 709009. So in this, I will use 7 line card. So I will get 70, right?
70. Right.
So if I have the like 7018, so I will get 16. So then I will get the 160, right? This is the simple calculation, right? Now, if we have it one supervisor engine, will give the one trace, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, right? And 5 fabric modules, so total 5. but I have the two slot in the 7010. I have the two supervisor module slot. So I have the two supervisor, and the two supervisor, how many trays? One is 5, and if I'm taking 2, so I will get the 10, right?
Correct.
Correct na? Like you can check, I have the two supervisors, one supervisor and second supervisor, 5 from this, 5 from this. So how many trays? 10.
10.
So you can now add 80 plus 10. 80 for the line card and
90.
10 for the supervise for the soup. So now I got that 90. So what I have to be do? I have to be only multiply with the 55, because in the fabric 2 we will get the 55 GB of one trace, and for the fabric 1 if we are using, then we have to be multiply with the 23. Then we will get the speed 4950 GB per second. We will get the throughput. And if we are talking about the full duplex, in a 2, we have to be multiplied with the 2. So in a second, our Nexus 7010 give the throughput this. You have to be calculate like you have to be use the math. And math is a very simple. If okay, if I have the like 7004, okay, I have only 2 line card, and in the 9 we have the 7 line card. 7 means 70. If I'm using
70.
70, if we have a okay, if we have a okay, which fabric modules? Okay, fabric 1, okay, then I have to be multiply with the 23, and then you can
23.
tell them, okay, this is the throughput we can get from the Nexus. I believe
Right,
you
right.
are aware, right?
Yeah, I got
So,
it.
okay, in the how the traffic flow, all the line card connected to the fabric modules. Okay, if any like you have the one ASIC means ingress modules, like where is the traffic are initiated, like this is the source and this is the destination. This is the same fabric modules. Like I have the one my Nexus, and on the Nexus one of the modules I have the one source and one of the another line card where I have the another destination. Even I'm need to be go to the same port, like same modules, and here is my source and here is my destination. I have to be go to the via, okay, after 10 minutes, okay, I have to be go via fabric modules. First traffic will initiate here, then it will go to the second state to the fabric modules, and then fabric modules will check, okay, then it will be forward to the line card, another line card. So all the traffic will be passed through via fabric modules. This is the 5 member, and all the line card connected to the fabric modules. Okay, Mohammed Manoj,
Yeah, sure.
clear ना यहाँ तक?
Yeah.
Okay, and in the 7004 we don't have the fabric modules, but it is also we have a 2 line card, okay, on the behalf of, okay, but we are using the fabric 2 because in the 7004 not support the fabric 1. It is only support, I believe, okay, soup 1, I believe. I need to be check the data sheet. So it is the inbuilt. So apart from this, what we need, okay, let me come. Okay, so we need the supervisor in the Nexus chassis. Let me open the another slide. So what we need to be prepare our Nexus? Okay, we need the input output modules and the chassis and the supervisor engine or the fabric modules. Apart from, we need the power supply or the fan tray. Our Nexus is ready.
Right.
And it's totally depend to us what is the budget which we have on the behalf we can take. Okay, so now you get to know what is the input modules. There are the two family, F1 or M1, F or M, and the chassis we have discussed yesterday. It's totally depend. Okay, two will you how many? Okay, 7009. Okay, then seven will use for the line card and two will use for the supervisor. Supervisor is the brain, and the fabric modules is the backplane. So I'm going to stop recording and then